Here's why the iPhone mini had to die. The iPhone mini is finally dead and I am so sad. Ever since the original iPhone SE was discontinued, small phone fans like myself had been begging Apple to make a smaller phone again. After all, this was the company that had advocated for phones that could be used with one hand for so long. That's why I liked Palm's WebOS phones so much, because nothing was quite as comfortable to hold as the original Palm Pre. And then behold, Apple actually listened and gave us the iPhone 12 mini in one of the coolest launch videos ever made. While it did have a 5.4-inch display, which was only marginally smaller than the iPhone 6, 7 and 8 Plus, kind of, it was barely any larger than the original SE to hold. It was pretty much a revelation. While it didn't have all of the features of the Pro phones, it was close enough for most. And while it sold reasonably at first, almost immediately after the first wave of customers like myself got our phones, demand absolutely collapsed, with only 6% of iPhone 12 customers opting for the mini in 2020. The situation became so bad that production was actually halted in Q2 of 2021. And if you thought that was bad, the iPhone 13 mini that was too far into production to cancel made up only 3% of iPhone production for that generation. So it seems like that the mini had to die simply because it was too unpopular. But Apple is a $2.7 trillion company. Surely they can afford to make a few niche products. And they do. The Mac Studio desktop makes up just 1% of Mac sales, and so does the Mac Mini. And the Mac sells in far fewer numbers and with far more configurations than the iPhone. Surely Apple could find it in their hearts to make a new mini. In 2020, Apple sold over 200 million iPhones. If only 2% of them were minis, that is still 4 million units. That's more than every single Google Pixel 6 ever made. Surely Apple could have found a way to make the mini viable, but I guess that Apple isn't a $2.7 trillion company for appealing to the 3%. Now this next one's about